As you might know, I have the privilege to get a lot of games sent to me to make how to play videos. A lot of these games are Kickstarter games. And I thought to myself, why not take the time to sit down and show you some of the games in just a quick preview in a video. So that's what I'm gonna do now. One of the games that I sadly do not have on the table with me today is this one up here. It's called Super Snipers. This game is a two-player game where two players sit down and try to take each other out. And you will do this by using these small Tetris tiles. Put them out on the different tiles to first find your victim. And once you have found them, you need to close them in, you need to secure all the innocent around them, again using these Tetris tiles. Now you have them in the scope and you need to make sure that you actually can make your hit. Once you are sure that you make your hit, you place your bullet and you will win that game. This can be played in different ways. You can do a quick one where you have this little timer, flip it over and the time will start running. And man, that is stressful, but that is the way a sniper life would be, I imagine. I mean, you do not have all the time in the world to sit down and focus on whoever you want to shoot. You need to be quite fast. So Super Sniper is a two-player game that comes out on Kickstarter really soon. The game is not that hard to learn, but it will stress you out when you play it because you feel like you do have a little amount of time to actually get your hit. And it's played out with both players actually doing their actions at the same time. So there's no sitting down and waiting, it's quite fast. It is quite a cool way to play a game because you really feel like you are trying to locate your opponent, you are trying to find them, you are trying to get them in the scope and you're trying to get the hit before they get the hit on you. Another game I had the pleasure of doing how to play on is Merchants of Karanor. This is, for me, what I like to call a comfort game. The rules in this game is not that hard. You go out in a wonderful, bright little landscape, you have your little merchant, you get a background story on where you come from, and from there on you can build up your storyline. You can get more actions, you can get more abilities by using these little tiles and connecting them to your player board. Your objective here is to go out and build commerce buildings. You will do that by getting different resources, putting up your little buildings, and once you have gotten enough resources and money, you can actually build yourself a own little villa. You will get scores by building this and going around the world. Another cool little feature in this game is that you can actually interact with the villagers of Karanor. These villagers, they will provide you with a little quest. This is a quest that you will take and you will go out and try to complete that quest. If you complete it, you will get different benefits. You might get some new abilities, some new cards. You might even get rewards like money or resources and so on. There are a lot of cool little things in this game. The artwork is really light. It's a cool little game. I mean, you play against other players in this game, but it kind of feels like you're just sitting down and enjoying your own little journey. I enjoyed this game quite a lot. So if you like adventure, if you like resource management, if you like to build your own little character up, you should check this one out. The next game we have is Hyperwars. Now, I told you about the Super Snipers where you can choose to have a little timer. Here, you have no choice. At the start of the game, you set a timer for 5 minutes. Once those 5 minutes are over, the game ends and it's time for you to calculate scores. In the world of Hyperwars, you will move your little agent meeples around from different districts into different areas. You will be able to gather resources to get new attack tiles that you place out into the different districts. These tiles can later be used to get scores, but you can also use the resources to get improvement tiles that will improve your gameplay in different ways. Now, this game is a fast game and it can be quite chaotic. You have action cards where you can either produce, you can move, you can deploy meeples, or use special attack cards with a red little line around them to get these improvement tiles. But to get them, you need to have resources, so you would need to produce first. At the end of the game, you need to calculate how many attack tiles you own, how many meeples you have out on the board, and also if you have managed to read the objectives in each district. This is a fast, cool game. If you want to know more about this, there will also be links down in the description. The last game I want to show you is Shake That City from Eldorak Games. This is a fun, easy to learn game, but it is really hard to actually master because you use this, which is called a shaker, and you shake that box, you will get a pattern out on the board. You will then get to choose a color of this pattern to take a corresponding building. This building, you need to put it out into your city, but you need to follow the pattern that the cubes are showing. You can't turn them around, you can't twist the cities, you can't move the little different city pieces around. You need to follow that pattern. And depending on how you place that pattern in accordance to the other buildings out on your tiles, you will get different scores in the end of the game. So this game is quite easy to learn, but to actually master it, it will take you some time. The little city shaker is quite fun to use, the placement of the tiles is really fun, and it is quite challenging to get it quite right. This will also be out on Kickstarter soon, so if you want to know more about that, well, check out the links in the description. Matter of fact, check them all out if you want to. There will be links to all of the games down in the description. I am thinking I want to do these kind of videos every now and then when I have the opportunity, because I do not have that much time to create all the content that I want to create. But hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully you want to know more about them. If you want to see the videos that I have done on these games, check them out in my profile. Subscribe to the channel because there will be more in the future. In the videos, I will show you how to actually play this game in a more detailed way. So if you want to know that, check that out. If you just want to check out the Kickstarters, well, look at the links below. If you just want to have a chat with me, well, type something in the comments and just say hi. Hi! And until next time, people, please remember to keep on spreading that board gaming love. I know you all.